Jayar Jackson, Aida Rodriguez are here, which makes sense because we're going to play Who's Down with Jayar Jackson.
It makes sense.
And I feel that this is incredibly unfair. I should have been put up against a white person. Aida is a black son,
and daughter.
And daughter, right? And so I'm in trouble here. Let's just keep it real. It's about black culture, and I have to confess, as I said before we went to the break. I always thought back in the day that I would be good at this game, but I was not.
That's why it was so fun. So this game was born back when Ben was around, Michael was around, and so every once in a while something would come up in the news, and these guys had no idea. I mean, the surface information about anything that was black pop culture. We're not talking about like you have to know what's happening in the '80s and the way folks grew up. It was like the biggest names in whatever entertainment, actors and musicians. And so I was like, I need to start quizzing them because I need to see how bad they really are. So the fun part was like a lot of times this is regular in the news stuff, but they had no idea.
Yeah. So I have Chinese kids. Why aren't we playing Who's Down with Steve-O? Okay, now he's not Chinese, but at least he's Asian, right?
Yes.
Or Who's Down with Sophie Tsai? Okay, then I'm in the ball game.
So we've got 5 questions, and we're not gonna do it where we get the answer. I'm gonna run through each one. There's multiple choice. You choose, hide it from each other, of course, because Cenk's gonna cheat. And then we'll see at the end. We'll give the reveals for each one, and we'll tally up as it goes.
Okay.
Fun times. We'll start with question number 1. I'm hiding.
Okay.
Irina told me that I need to hide my answers.
I'm not gonna look at your answers.
Irina's told me 4 times.
It ruins the game. Why would I do that?
Yeah. Okay, which of these artists is being accused of copying a flute melody for their new song called That's Your Money from a Bollywood film that's entitled Ashqui 2? So again, one of these artists is being accused of copying a flute melody, the whole like Bollywood theme sound. Is it Jay-Z, T-Pain, Nicki Minaj, or Kanye West? One of these 4 is being accused. They're making sure the music doesn't make any money off of someone else's origins.
Okay.
4
All right, got it.
icons. Question number 2.
I actually have a good answer for that. It might be wrong, but it's a good answer.
I think it was a couple weeks ago. Rapper Offset. He recently made news for crashing Cardi B's show in LA. That's his wife. I think they're separated or divorced. Something's going down.
Yeah,
they
used to be together, but they're not together anymore. Please keep up there.
He crashed her show in LA and to apologize for cheating and messing up the marriage. Which hip hop act is he most associated with? Is it Migos? Is it Lil Uzi Vert? Is it ASAP Ferg? Or is it 21 Savage? Again, Offset is an artist, and he's associated with one of these 4 acts. I'll read the acts again. Migos, Lil Uzi Vert, ASAP Ferg, or 21 Savage.
It's definitely not all of them, right? Okay.
It's definitely not all of them, no.
So here's when I knew
There's no all of the above.
Here's when I knew I had already lost this game. When Aida started writing down the answer before she heard the options. Okay, no, I'm toast. I mean, forget the beginning, forget that. I'm already done. Okay, go ahead.
Question number 3. There's an R&B singer. I'm sorry, I didn't even know this guy until just recently. Jacquees, apparently. He's a great singer. Apparently, the kids love him. He's ruffled some many feathers after he rudely declared himself the king of R&B in front of one of these established singing legends from back in the day. These 4 questions are 4 possibilities are Bobby Brown, Maxwell, Eric Benet, or Keith Sweat. Again, R&B singer Jacquees. He ran up on one of these R&B icons and said he's the new king. Step off. Yeah. Okay, question number 4. This singer turned reality TV show star turned a tech surprise. He's changed now into a tech enterprise developer. Ray J, little brother of Brandy. He caught many people's attention when he introduced his newest product on The Breakfast Club. What was that item that incorporated a new spin on an old invention? He likes to do new tech things and put out these gadgets. He has a new spin on an old invention. These 4 things are the watch, a phone, glasses, or an ink pen. Ray J has a new spin on one of these 4 old inventions, and it's fun.
And funny.
Okay. Is it Ray J the one that did the porn with Kim Kardashian?
Yeah.
Look at me. Why didn't you ask that question?
He started it all. They all owe it to him.
So like 2001.
To be fair to Paris Hilton, she did the first porn.
Yeah.
And then Ray J and Kim copied her because it worked. But okay.
Cenk, I heard you mention something about reality shows in the last block. How you used to hate them or something like that. You have to dig deep. Which of these four is not a reality show? For the Love of R&B, Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition, Love and Hip Hop, or T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle. Again, one of these is not a reality show. We'll read them again real fast for you guys listening at home. For the Love of R&B, Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition, Love and Hip Hop, or T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle. And I do have a tiebreaker question in case Aida has lost her mind and got all these wrong like Cenk did.
Okay. Are we playing one game or just or two?
I have one.
One.
Yeah,
Okay, got it. Okay. I'm ready. I have good answers. Let's see what happens. You never know.
They're all good answers,
Look,
right?
I mean, look, it could. I pulled off Christmas Miracles before.
So I'll read the question. You let me know what you said. Which one of these artists is being accused of copying a flute melody for their new song, That's Your Money, from a Bollywood film? Jay-Z, T-Pain, Nicki, or Kanye?
I said Jay-Z, and not just because he's more famous, but because he's collaborated with Indian artists before. In fact, I have that on my iTunes. I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying, okay? And so he might have gone back to doing a similar collaboration, but then people felt like, hey, no, you're ripping them off. And even if it's not a collaboration with them, he might have been influenced from back in the day from having done that collaboration, and people then said, whoa, whoa, cool it, because you're ripping them off too much, okay?
He went back to the well.
Yeah, all right.
I said T-Pain because he's the least original of all the artists. No offense, Fahim, you know I love you. But yeah, I felt like, I just feel like everybody else would do their due diligence, and he's from Florida, and I just think Florida. I'm from Florida.
So they steal stuff in Florida, is that what you think?
Oh, do you have Twitter? Oh, Florida man. Stole
Wheelbarrow.
Yeah. Was the flute melody played underwater? Because then I would guess Kanye. I'm sticking with Jay-Z.
The answer is T-Pain.
Okay, if I can't get that one right, I'm done. I'm in so much trouble.
I would play this song, but we probably can't play it.
Okay, all right. This game's already
some copyright problems.
Okay.
Next, we're talking about Offset, the rapper Offset. He was crashed Cardi B's show. Which one of these groups is he associated with? Migos, Lil Uzi Vert, A$AP Ferg, or 21 Savage?
So I read that story. So if any of these I'm gonna get right, it's that I just read it like last week, right? For the life of me, I can't remember. So I had to go with whatever I thought sounded familiar since I just read it. So I wrote Migos. But it might have sounded familiar because there used to be a supermarket in Turkey called Migros. But I'm going with Migos.
It's Migos. He's a member of the group of Migos.
Okay.
He's a member of the group. Migos is the answer. Oh, we got to keep score. It's 2-1.
Yes.
And they're like the three amigos. And that's why they call themselves the Migos.
Yeah, well, I knew that.
The urban version.
Migos. And apparently she misses him.
Oh.
Well, they were on off somewhere.
Yeah, it's all.
But she threw him off stage though. Yeah, she was not having that. And then people were mad at the venue because they're like, look, he planned it. He had roses. He put stuff on the screen. So obviously the venue let him do that, and that's not cool.
Right.
So
and the venue
extra
said,
credit points.
But the venue said, nothing that happens at our show is without approval by people. So they made it seem like it had been a little.
Apparently he was gifted a
Cardi B was
Bentley
into
afterwards too. Who knows?
Yeah.
The next question, Jacquees, he ruffled feathers by saying he's the new king of R&B. He ran up on one of these guys. Bobby Brown, Maxwell, Eric Benet, or Keith Sweat?
I wrote Keith Sweat.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes. Okay.
Let's go to the video.
You were originally the king. No. You were originally the king. So are you passing down the torch?
This the king from back then. I'm the king for right now. This Keith Sweat, Big Sweat. But it's Big Queen. Big Queen.
Hold up. I'm still getting that bag. I don't know what he's talking.
He getting a bag, but 16 to 25 is my generation. I'm the king.
Look, you know what? I've been wanting to share this, but because it's on my soul, because this kid annoys me so much. I actually did a video about him with a Michael Jackson impersonator. But Walter Payton said, when you're good at something, you tell everyone. When you're great at something, they'll tell you. And that's how I feel about these self-professed kings of R&B. Nobody, you never heard Michael Jackson say he was the king of pop. It's just, he's so obnoxious. And Keith Sweat should have beat him. He should have beat him.
Keith Sweat was annoyed. You could tell. And then they asked him again, "Are you ready to pass the torch?" He goes, "Turn off that camera."
Yeah, he
want to
was
talk to you
TMZ
guys
was
anymore.
annoying.
Yeah.
So I feel like you asked me to a basketball game, and I'm killing it. You know. And then you're like,
the score. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. I'm getting these right. I read some of the stories, so I'm down. And the whole point of the game is down with Jayar Jackson, all that stuff. And then you put me up against Michael Jordan, and you're like, I'm hitting all these 3-pointers, but I'm playing against Jordan. What the hell you want me to do? If I had Anna in here, I'd be killing it. Okay, anyway.
That would be fun.
As a comedian, I have to know all of this stuff, all the topical stuff.
Let's see if Aida can leave an opening. Okay, so Ray J, as we talked about, he has gadgets. He likes to put up little things. He went on the Breakfast Club, and he has a new spin on one of these inventions: a watch, a phone, eyeglasses, or an ink pen.
Well, look, nobody can redesign it. What is he, Steve Jobs? So what, he redesigned a phone? I'm guessing, obviously, and Ida's not, because she already made a joke about it. So she's like, this game is, it's a rigged. This is a rigged election, okay? Anyway, I guess glasses, because you could do something with glasses.
Yeah, glasses is, because it was, I saw the Breakfast Club video, it went viral, or everything goes viral now but it was just funny because he had the glasses and he
Let's go to the video.
These glasses, they saved me. All right. They call bunny eyes. Bunny eyes, boom. So you like that, or you get what I'm saying?
Those are the glasses I didn't know I needed, but I do.
That's actually not that bad. I mean, it's the kind of thing I would invent.
Yeah, people have like a 5-minute.
He invented the Kardashians. You think he can't follow that up? Are you kidding me? Let's go, Ray J. Let's go.
I'm 3 for 4 and losing. This is unconscionable. It's the most unfair thing that's ever happened.
I thought you were going up against Michael Schur. I was like, oh man.
Oh,
that was one of the possibilities.
Yeah. Okay.
Last question that don't even need to do because you can't win. Well, you can tie possibly.
I can tie.
Aida really screws this up. Which one of these is not a reality show? For the Love of R&B, Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition, Love and Hip Hop, or T.I. and Tiny?
Okay, so first off, just stay here. I have to confess that I was like, all right, I'm not watching reality TV, so I have to look at which one of these is most fake, right? So that T.I. and Tiny, the family hustle, there's no way that's fake. That's definitely a show, okay? And so for the Love of R&B could just be an album, right? So, but I was like, I don't know, Marriage Boot Camp, somehow it told me that one looks, even though that sounds so much like a reality show, I'm gonna say that's not the one.
Which one?
Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition is the one that's not a reality.
That's the one I picked because Love and Hip Hop is Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
Love and Hip Hop is
It's a mess.
when you're like, they're married? Like, oh, but that's why I picked Marriage Boot Camp. I don't watch reality shows like that, so I don't know. I know that Love and Hip Hop is a show because Cardi B, hello, she comes from Love and Hip Hop, and I did know that T.I. and Tiny have a reality show with a lot of kids. But I didn't know between the Love and R&B, it just sounded, the Marriage Boot Camp sounded ridiculous.
I'm happy we finally got one that Aida got wrong. It was actually the Love of R&B.
I was so close to tying you. That was my second guess.
Marriage Boot Camp is a great show.
Oh, okay. But it's like
I outthought myself. I'm like, that looks like it could just be an album,
But-
and I outthought it.
Wait a
God
minute,
damn it.
he said Marriage Boot Camp is a good show. There is a Marriage Boot Camp, the hip hop edition.
Apparently, I didn't know that either.
They got what, 3 couples on there? Who in hip hop is married? Jay-Z and who else? Jay-Z's not gonna be on a reality show?
Well, I mean, I didn't even know there was a Marriage Boot Camp, let alone Hip Hop Edition.
Yeah.
Right?
Like it. I remember they had a certain variation of Wife Swap too, didn't they? Or was that just in a sketch?
That's a music video, Jayar. That's what that's called. This is a music video.
Okay, well,
I had a tiebreaker prepared. But what if you'd have gotten him?
Oh, it would have been so if I had tied you off. All right, let's have fun. Let's do the tiebreaker just in case. Okay.
So you have to guess the number without going over. We'll do the Price is Right rules. Musical icon Beyonce. How old is Beyonce?
Oh.
Cannot guess too old. Nearest to the correct number without going over. Or for the showcase to go to, and if you're exact, both
you want her real age or her Hollywood age?
Okay, so first of all,
that's part of the joke.
Okay, so that means Ida already knows. Second of all, we both wrote down our answers super confidently. Me, because I was like, I don't know, this is what I feel. I'm gonna write it down right away. And Ida wrote it down because it seemed like she knew it. Okay, so let's see.
What'd you write?
I wrote 38.
She's 37, but she's been 37 for 6 years. I love you, B. I love you, B, but you've been 36 for 6 years.
37. But look, how close was I? I'm gonna take this as a moral victory. I mean, this is like when I said Rand Paul would win the 2016 election and Trump won. And I said, yeah, that's what I said. I said a populist would win, and a populist won. 37, 38, how good a guess was that?
Yeah.
He went over, Cenk.
You know, it's like everybody now, when they talk about people, regardless, politicians or celebrities, they always include their age now. They're like Huckabee, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who's 36, which I feel like they do it to shame her. But you know.
Jesus, if they're shaming her, she's 36, that's it? Wow.
Beyonce
That's
is
why
older.
they do it, so you can go, damn.
Yeah, Beyonce is older than Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Wow, I'm way older than Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Yeah, shaming me. Okay, but anyway, you know, I just realized. Look, so you got two black kids. Okay, so you have the unfair advantage of setup plus.
I'm Afro-Latina too. Like,
by the way, I know, but it's only as a setup to what I'm going to say. Because of course, okay. But you know, I have a black godson. So that's why I did so well.
You sound like white people. I got a lot of black friends. I'm not.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I got almost half. I got more than half right.
You did well.
So you can say things like, "Who said this? Who let the dogs out? Woof woof." Who said that?
Oh, really? Who said that?
Oh, yeah. Someone said it
Romney.
to a group of black children while campaigning.
Yeah.
He said, "Who let the dogs out? Woof woof." And they were like,
Look, you want to ask me black political questions? I'm right back in the
Wait a minute.
Okay.
That's my African American over there.
That's Trump. Who's 999? Herman Cain.
Oh, man.
I fell asleep and an angel talked to me about chemistry. Ben Carson.
oh, and then I think it was the deputy attorney general running in Virginia. I'm forgetting his name. PB, or he had like, his first names were like two initials. And he was smashing watermelon, say he's gonna break up that bill. And I was like,
that's right. Okay.
Of course, out there cooning. So he's like, here, let me smash watermelons for all the white folks that hate me and make sure that they accept me.
That's right. Who said amazing? Jesse Lee Peterson.
Who said you can't have a barbecue here? What's her name? What's her nickname?
I missed, who does that?
Who's the white lady who ruined the barbecue up north?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
She got a
Barbecue
name.
Becky.
They got a Barbecue Becky.
Oh, that's right, Barbecue Becky, that's right.
And as we learned today, was it Hotel Earl?
Hotel Earl.
That's right.
Hotel everybody.
One of our viewers had a great line about that, because you saw, you were with us. They say Earl, the security guard, said he was loitering in the hotel lobby. And somebody wrote in and said, that's what a hotel lobby's for. Like, it's just for you to hang out in the lobby, right? He was staying at the hotel and he was saying a call from his mom. And
R.
they called
Kelly
the cops on him.
Look, bringing it back to the urban, to black. R. Kelly wrote a whole song about it. After the party, it's the hotel lobby.
Yeah.
That's a fiesta.
Apparently, Hotel Earl didn't hear that song.
No.
He didn't get that.
He would have.
He's 71 years old. He wouldn't win in this game.
If it would have been R. Kelly, then we.
No, Hotel Earl. Every answer would have been guilty. Guilty.
Hilarious.
Guilty.
Call the cops.
Call the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops. The TYT Plus app is now available on iOS and Android. Download to get more TYT content at tyt.com/app.